One of the main points of conversation at this year's APEC summit in Beijing has been China's vision for a regional trade bloc called the Free Trade Area of the Asia-Pacific. On this Tuesday, President Park Geun-hye pledged Korea's full support, and Chinese President Xi Jinping announced the official beginning of the FTA-AP roadmap. Our Kwon So-ah tells us more.
이런 차원에서 중국이 제안한 FTA 실현을 위한 베이징 로드맵을 적극 지지합니다.
President Park Geun-hye's endorsement of the China-backed trade pact came after her Chinese counterpart called on APEC leaders to actively work to realize the free trade area of the Asia-Pacific. If and when in effect, it would become one of the largest FTAs covering more than half of the global economy and trade. President Xi Jinping announced the FTA-AP's blueprint as ready on the conclusion of the APEC summit Tuesday after last week's minister-level talks.
We decided to launch the FTA-AP process. It represents a historic step we've made towards the realization of the FTA-AP and marks the official launch of the process.
At this point, this launch means nothing more than a strategic study to take around 2 years. But it's widely expected to bring much attention to the G2 nations' competition in building their trade blocs. The focus now goes to how and whether this step will have an impact on the U.S.-led multilateral free trade framework called the TPP, short for Trans-Pacific Partnership, which China is not a part of. In case of South Korea, President Park has also reportedly expressed her country's interest in joining the U.S.-led TPP early this year. Kwon So-ah, Arirang News.